Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, what can you do? That's how immunity works. Some people can do whatever they want since they have diplomatic immunity and not only. And that's a principle that is applied to important, how should I put it, diplomats, leaders of certain kind of countries, and so on. In this case, we have the Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia, who, if you remember, he had a little connection with the murder of Khashoggi, that journalist from Saudi Arabia who was cut into pieces in the Saudi Arabia's embassy in Turkey. And then it was I think it was CIA that came and told Biden that most likely all that was ordered by the Crown Prince. And therefore they tried to, they called him names, which was Biden called him names, said that he's going to turn Saudi Arabia in a pariah country, and so on. So then bin Salman said, yeah, okay, see you when you're going to need oil, and then we're going to have you kiss my boot. So what happens now? It was a little court that tried to open a lawsuit, I think in New York, by Khashoggi's fiancée, girlfriend, and now all that lawsuit was tossed into the garbage. Why? Because of this guy's immunity. So he is not guilty. He's gonna remain not guilty. This article comes from Business Insider from December 6, 2022. Judge dismisses lawsuit over Khashoggi's murder after the Biden administration backed immunity for Mohammed bin Salman. A judge dismissed a suit against Mohammed bin Salman in connection to Jamal Khashoggi's death. The suit was filed by Khashoggi's fiancée, who accused Mohammed bin Salman of ordering his death to silence him. Khashoggi was murdered after entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in October 2018. A U.S. federal judge on Tuesday dismissed a lawsuit against Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman over the brutal murder of Washington Post journalist and Saudi dissident Jamal Khashoggi, or Khashoggi. The decision came just weeks after the Biden administration contended that the Saudi ruler, often referred as the MBS, should be granted immunity. It's not that they should be, it's international law and all that. It's not that the United States did something extraordinary. It was normal from the very beginning that these guys is gonna use this little, how should I put, way of avoiding all this. And even if he didn't have that, what do you think, he would just show up in New York? Really? The guy who has, I don't know how many hundreds of billions of dollars or how much he's got. Do you think this guy's going to show up in New York for a freaking judge who's, and really, I mean, it's unbelievable. Judge, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying reality is different than what they tell us, that the rule of law and all that. Judge John Bates, in an opinion, said that despite the court's uneasiness and the credible allegations of his involvement in Khashoggi's killing, the U.S. has informed the court that he is immune. So MBS is therefore entitled to head of state immunity. And I'm quoting again, accordingly, the claims against bin Salman will be dismissed based on head of state immunity. So that means you can just commit a crime, and even if you have all the evidence, you will not be charged or convicted. Kind of strange, isn't it? I thought we are all equal somehow, but some are more equal than others. Khashoggi disappeared after visiting the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in October 2018 to obtain documents released to his upcoming marriage. It was later revealed that a group of Saudi agents ambushed him inside the consulate, strangling him before dismembering and disposing of his body. The following month, the CIA concluded that MBS ordered Khashoggi's killing. Now, that means Putin cannot be prosecuted then? He's the head of state. So then, or in civil matters, or what, criminal matters? Can he be considered a war criminal? Only if you lose the war, but if you win the war, you cannot be. Anyway, a declassified intelligence report released by the Biden administration last year explicitly implicates MBS in Khashoggi's killing. And I'm quoting, we assess that Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman approved an operation in Istanbul, Turkey, to capture or kill Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The report said MBS has denied that he ordered Khashoggi's killing. He can say, well, I ordered the capturing of the guy, but those guys are just stards and they killed him. I didn't mean that. The order was just to capture, so I'm good with that. So that's why I see how he was here. Last explicitly implicated. We assessed that Saudi Arabia Crown Prince blah, 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 approved an operation in Istanbul, Turkey to capture or kill. Well, it happened both. And he can say, well, and he said, denied I ordered Khashoggi's killing. But he didn't deny his capturing, which, right? I ordered to capture him. Kiss my boot or sandal. Now, the lawsuit was filed 2 years after Khashoggi's death by his fiancée, Hatice or Hatis Tengiz, and accused MBS of ordering the Saudi journalist's death in order to silence him. The Justice Department made the controversial argument for Crown Prince Mohammed's immunity in a court filing last month. It's not controversial if there's a law or it's a rule, international. It is, I mean, you have to apply it. You don't like it or don't like it. I mean, like this guy, many others, I'm pretty sure were off the hook. Some that you pretty know that they were war criminals by bombarding other countries with no UN authorization. That's, if you know what I mean. The Justice Department made a controversial argument. No controversial at all. We don't like it, but the Justice Department contended that since MBS is Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, he is a sitting head of government of the kingdom and is immune from the suit. The State Department in the filing said it takes no view on the matter of the present suit and reiterates its univocal condemnation of the hideous murder of Jamal Khashoggi. Yeah, so we don't like the murder, but we don't know who did it or something, and nobody's going to be punished here. But we didn't like it, we condemn it. We thought maybe there would be a light to justice from USA. The fiancé tweeted, Jamal died again today. Well, sorry to hear that. Maybe now you're gonna love more the free world when you understand how things are ran. But I'm guessing that's that little psychological principle. When things go right in your life, you like the rules of the society because you think that I followed all the rules and I succeeded. The rules are good. But when you don't succeed in life, then you say, oh, the rules of the society suck. Only when you're hit personally, you can't look at it in an abstract way, an objective way and say, okay, let's see what's going on. That's why I always say, you want to find if a law or a whatever rule is just, very easy. That's at least the minimum requirement is to put yourself at the receiving end of that particular law, rule, and see if you would like being judged by that rule. And the second one, see if that rule applies equally to everybody. Chief of staff or leader of a country or a certain kind of group member or the cleric or all that. And if you have it across the board and you are okay, you being at the receiving end of that law, then most likely that law or policy is just. So now she doesn't like United States all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure until then she liked it. She was, yes, free world, yes, I love it. And now she got, she didn't, he did, but she did because he was her fiancé. But now she's very much disillusioned with the free world and how things are ran. What can you do? I'm sorry you have to get a kick in your butt to get your brain go back where it's supposed to. You know, kick your butt comes from here up here. Anyway, that's the way things work in international, and make it international arena too. Make it when you hear these guys, these countries telling that country that is not good, or this is the same way. The rules are over there to be enforced for weasels, but for the big guys, they can be bent however fits the interest of the strongest one. Always was like this, always will be like this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.